Hi, and welcome to the showdown between a human technical writer, aka me, versus Scribe artificial intelligence. Now, in this video, I will compare how a human writer as well as an AI writer performs as it relates to creating how-to guides. If you haven't heard about Scribe, the platform allows you to capture the actions that you perform on your computer and uses AI to automatically transform these into step-by-step how-to guides. If you're interested in learning more about Scribe, I'll include a link in the description below. In this video, we're going to see how they measure up in terms of the fundamentals of producing how-to guides, such as the documentation process, the quality of the writing, visual aids such as screenshots, look and feel, the skills required, the speed, sharing capabilities, and document control. Now, just to call out, I've been writing documentation for over 10 years. So if you're comparing yourself against Scribe, the results might look a little bit different. So in this video, I'll be creating the same how-to guide, one as a human writer and one within the Scribe platform. I'll also be using a timer to start and stop the clock when I'm performing the how-to guide using each method so that we can evaluate the time it takes to complete the how-to guide from start to finish. So here I'm logged into my Scribe account and we're going to capture a process on my desktop. In this example, we're going to capture how to schedule an email in Outlook. Now let's click on New and bring up the Chrome extension. To record the process on the computer, let's hit Start. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to speed up the clip so that we can move on to the next stage of creating a how-to guide manually. Now, while we're recording the process on the computer, I'm going to use a stopwatch to record the time it takes to complete this from start to finish. So here you can see Scribe's automatically generated at least a first draft of your how-to guide. Now, we won't be editing the how-to guide at this stage, as we want to be able to compare the AI version versus the human version. In the next part of the video, I'm going to create the same how-to guide as a human technical writer. So in this example, I've already got a template available. If you'd like to purchase this template, I'll include a link in the description below. So now let's create the how-to guide. So when writing the how-to guide manually as a technical writer, all I'm really doing is going through the process and capturing the process using the snipping tool. Now, for the purpose of this video, I have sped up the clip here, so you're not watching me create the how-to guide in real time. So here we have our first draft of our how-to guide written by a human technical writer. Now I'm going to leave the document control details here blank for the time being. Okay, so now let's compare the pair in terms of documentation process. So obviously from a human perspective, the process is manual. So you're capturing the process as you go. So if you've got a busy day scheduled, you can start and stop the process anytime. With Scribe, the recording is automatic unless you're using the sidekick mode where you have an option to pause your recording. So as soon as you hit the start button and walk through the process, Scribe will automatically document and record the process based on the actions in real time as the user performs the task on their computer. If we look at the quality of the writing, as a human document writer, the instructions are carefully drafted using active voice to make the instructions easy to follow. It also involves identifying hierarchy structures within the microprocess and simplifying the instructions. So in the human example, here we are asking the user to click on the arrow next to the send button and then select schedule send. It also includes adding context, highlighting key elements within the step to ensure clarity and enhance the learner experience and knowledge retention. So in this example, we are specifically calling out that in order to schedule an email at the nominated date and time, they will need to select custom time. So the instructions are not just about what to do, it also includes why to aid the reader's understanding and knowledge retention. Scribe, on the other hand, generates instructions based on the mechanics of the process. So click here, click on this text, press this, you get the idea. So each click or action performed on the computer is a single step in the how-to guide. Instructions can easily be modified by clicking on the text field and editing the text. You can also manually merge the steps in Scribe to simplify the how-to guide. Now, if we go up to the title, Scribe AI has automatically generated the title based on the workflow, versus the human has generated the title based on the specific question related to the task and the context. Now, as with the text field earlier, to edit the title, click on the text and edit the text. Now, when it comes to taking the screenshots of the process, a common practice is to use the freestyle approach by using the trusty snipping tool, which is not always consistent in terms of the size of the image that you can see. This can often present some challenges when it comes to editing or updating the how-to guide, as it often involves retaking the required screenshots. Versus with Scribe, it captures every step with each click of the mouse with precision, turning actions into instructions and automatically capturing the screenshots. Scribe automatically takes a snapshot of the entire screen, which gives added editing flexibility when it comes to zooming in on certain areas, making it easy to edit the screenshots. And the consistent size of the screenshot just gives it that added professional look and feel. Now, when it comes to the screenshots and adding in visual guides for easy reference, you will notice that in the human version, you can create different shapes as your target icon to draw the reader's attention. Versus with Scribe, the default shape is set to a circle. However, you can add a rectangle or a square manually to highlight certain elements if needed. I personally like the default circle feature for the target icon, as it ensures consistent look and feel and uniformity across different documents, which may be written by different document writers. Okay, so if we have a look at the skills required to be able to write standard operating procedures, as a technical writer, you do need a number of skills and experience, such as the ability to write, attention to detail, and the ability to transform complex information into easy and simple instructions. Now, these are some of the skills that you need to be able to write standard operating procedures. With Scribe, you don't necessarily need technical writing skills to be able to produce how-to guides. Scribe AI automates the writing process, generating detailed documents based on your workflow. However, to produce comprehensive and easy to understand step-by-step instructions, you will need to have some level of understanding and knowledge of key principles when it comes to creating how-to guides. Now, as with any platform, there is a learning curve, so it requires a bit of time, practice, and patience. However, within time, no doubt anyone will be able to master this program. Now, when it comes to speed, this will depend upon the experience and knowledge of the technical writer in terms of the application as well as the process. Now, for the most part, as a technical writer, you would generally spend a lot of time trying to understand the process as well as writing the process to make sure that the process is easy to understand for the user, and this can be quite a lengthy process. So if we compare the pair when it comes to speed, as a human technical writer, documenting this how-to guide took 31 minutes and 9 seconds. Versus with Scribe, it took 1 minute and 13 seconds to complete and record the how-to guide. So overall, Scribe is approximately 25 times faster than the human. Or another way to look at it is that Scribe is 96% faster than a human when it comes to documenting how-to guides. Now let's have a look at the sharing capabilities. In most cases, when creating how-to guides manually, the document is generally created in a Word file, and you need to convert the file to a PDF before sharing the document to prevent the files from being modified. And in most cases, the how-to guide is either shared individually or hosted on various platforms such as the intranet, Teams, SharePoint, or a network drive. Whereas with Scribe, the default export file type is a PDF, and you have other sharing options such as web-based. You can embed this into an intranet or a website, and you can share the document as an attachment, or you can send a direct link to an email address. When it comes to document control, in the human version, the details are manually recorded in the document register, and the details are included as part of the document for future reference. versus in Scribe, there is currently no document control available right now. However, you can manually add these as a workaround using programs such as Adobe. And that's it for this video. Let me know below who you think won this battle. In the comments below, type human or AI. If you'd like to learn more about Scribe or other ways you can improve your digital communication at work, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.